memory. I'll just admit it, Brother Ron. But this church has had several pastors. Had 9 total. Now, I know the first pastor, my little buddy. You hear him this morning, 83 years old. Yeah. Appreciate it, Brother Bill Marvin. And also, was you going to have them come up front, Deb? Said Brother Bill Marvin, also his wife Helen. Amen. Bless her heart.
We say this where they're coming up.
Yeah.
A lot of people called and asked, why didn't I take the church's pastor after doing all the work? And I told them the reason I didn't is because I felt my work was done.
There you go.
Accomplished what they asked me to do.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why they called this man.
Amen. That's right. Amen. 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 That's the only order I know of. I remember him being the first. So don't get mad at me if I don't get you right. All right. Next would be Brother Ron, Sister Diane. Pastor was here. I don't know what time period. That don't matter. It's when he was here. Well, you have the wives come up. You say, preachers, why is that? Let me tell you what. Without a good woman, you don't have a good man. They endure a lot. You're talking about bodyguards. I carry the meanest little thing you ever seen in your life when it comes to me. Brother Ron, these things that go on, I don't know nothing about. She protects me. I appreciate her.
Amen.
I appreciate her. Next would be Brother Junior Elrod, Sister Mildred. Mom not able to be here today. Next would be Brother Scott Harper and Sister Debbie Harper, if you'll just come up. Now we have Brother Ronald Gregory and Sister Carol Gregory. Brother Ronald went on to his rewards. Appreciate him, what he's done. Sister Carol. I remember Brother Ronald being here. I remember we come up here, Brother Tim, during that time. There'd be 5 people. 5 people would be here. Brother Ronald would preach just as hard as if there was a house full of people. Wasn't he, Brother Joe? I remember that little boy. Boys, you want to know if you're called to preach? Preach like that. We got to watch it. Sometimes we take exhorting as preaching. You know what preaching is? You get up where there's 2 people and you can lay the gospel out, boys. Now that's preaching. That's preaching. Brother Joe Whitehead and Sister Darlene Whitehead. Amen. I'm not doing this no respecter of order. I'm just jumping around. I don't think nothing of it. I know it. Then we have Kevin Purdue and Vicky Purdue. Not here today.
They apologize. They'd love to be here. They're in Oregon.
They're in Oregon.
They cannot be here.
Remember them. And also Delmas Watson and Phyllis Watson. That's correct. All right. I think I've covered them all. And then me.
And get your wife.
Yeah, she's documenting. That's good. Yeah. Amen. Dad was saying, if you've been saved, not only in this building, but maybe through the work, you could have been at home, got saved, but through the work at Talbot Missionary Baptist Church, would you stand to your feet? Amen. There you go, boys. Amen. There you go. Saved by amazing grace. Ain't it good? Amen. Saved by God's grace. See, members, what it's about? I remember Brother Joe Rock was over West Point doing a little work over there. You know what he said? If just one.
That's right.
If just one. This is just what's here today, people. This is just what's here today. Saved through the work of Talbot Missionary Baptist Church. God bless you for that. Amen. 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 Anybody else? Thank you, Pastor. We got anything to say? Go ahead,
Brother
brother.
James, you know, talking about the foundations and stuff like that and how God, Brother Joe was talking about his work anyway, and I was just thinking, you know, me and this precious little woman, we hardly coming this way, and
Amen.
I guess you'd have to know me as a lost sinner to appreciate it.
You won't come shake hands, you do that too. Don't think you gotta sit there in your seat. Oh, Lord, this morning, church.
There was kind of I took it as a challenge. Somebody sent a message to me, why don't you take Diane to church and take her everywhere else? Of course, me being the way I am, I said, well, I'll just show you, I'll take her to church. God, before, and there was a revival going on over at this little place at that time, and Junior Elrod was preaching it. But before I left that day, the Lord had shown me that's something to be sought after, and that it was good. And I'm glad that God moved. No matter I come for the wrong reasons or whatever, God still moved. And I'm glad of that today. And then what it did, it took a few years later before I got saved, but the work of God started by somebody invited me to church, and I'm glad of that today. Brother Joe Whitehead was a pastor at that time, and I'm glad of that too. He had a lot of work in that, and I was thinking how precious are the memories that God laid in front of us today. So, cherish what the Lord's given.